about to go downtown.
Downtown, hey!
Downtown. You about to go downtown.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and welcome to another week's episode of Downtown Podcast, Don't Waste No Time with Negativity. Now, today, I'm very excited because if you watch the show, you know how I feel about Philly, you know how I feel about certain places across the border. And today we have special kings with us today, and they are the hosts and co-hosts of Outta Leftfield podcast, or you might know them on social media as OLF for short. And these are kings talking, giving you that garage talk, giving you that real talk. You want to know what your man's thinking. You want to know what's happening, right? You're gonna listen to all of the mandem, and I'm really excited to have all you guys today. So to get started, if we can have everyone just like introduce themselves for those that never really get to, like, on my side of things, never heard of OLF, Outta Leftfield podcast.
It's your man, Hazy Baby, one part of the OLF podcast.
This T Stokes, at OLF T Stokes on the gram. That be me.
Stop it, Brickwell. Definitely in the building. Happy to be here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
CDF the GOAT. I'm right here in the building. Follow me on the gram at OLFCDF. Follow the podcast at OLF Podcast. And we here in the building.
And I'm on there at OLF Hayes. My fault. Yep, plug me in too.
So you guys have been introduced to all the mandem, and I'm super jealous right now because some of them are tumbling it down, and here I am just having to like imagine what it smells like from my side because of the COVID thing. And COVID has been like a huge adjustment, especially for like a lot of people in the media entertainment world. You know, you probably haven't been able to link up with all the people you want to link up, or had to deal with your show in a different way. How have you guys maneuvered through that? Has it affected you like in a great way?
We took a little shutdown for COVID. I mean, we had to stop doing YouTube for a while. We had stopped getting together to do the show for a while.
It definitely. Oh.
Man, you all right over there, big fella?
Yeah,
me when you get one of those.
I mean, it definitely was an adjustment at first. You know, we had to slow down for a minute, but we never lost our camaraderie, though. You know, we always kept brainstorming and stuff like that. So, yeah, we just had to find ways to get it done.
I do feel like we lost some steam, though.
What do you mean in terms of like numbers?
Momentum in the show, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had it going so good, and
COVID came.
Stopped, and then we had to like figure out on the fly, and just took some steps.
It was an adjustment for us.
Yeah, like we were used to having like guests on and stuff. We were used to having like guests and stuff on, and you know what I mean. And due to COVID, you know, we couldn't get together, let alone get together to have guests on. So it was, you know, we was trying to figure out ways we would get on a house party to do our show. Like we were just trying to just figure out. So I think it helped us. I think it made us a little bit more creative as well.
Stronger.
Like it made us think outside of the box. But it definitely made us stronger to let us know, like, yo, listen, y'all, we made it through a pandemic. We figured it out. And like the first time we got together, I remember it was an outside YouTube show, and it was just like, yo, like this shit felt so good to get back on YouTube.
That was our 2-year anniversary.
Our 2-year anniversary. Yeah. Right. So it was like when we got back to that, it was just like
July 17th.
You know, this shit, we missed it. Like we really missed how much like
3-year anniversary
YouTube and all that.
For real. No, for real.
Yeah, so it was definitely an adjustment, but we definitely, you know, we figured it out.
And one of my like favorite things to like keep me motivated is like, yo, real hustlers, real people that actually go out and get it. When you go into the jungle, like you're coming out with the fur, you're not crying, you're not like surrendering, you're gonna make it. So it's just like I almost said pandemic because I read a book, and we're gonna be coming out really great stuff with cryptocurrency and etc. But like when you make it through something like a pandemic, like it's something we never been through before, but like I was prepared. I was ready. I was like, yo, it forced me to be more creative, just like you said, and like go out and get it and find ways to keep it going. And even if it somewhat slowed down, like finding a way to get it back to where it is. And you guys are doing a great job, like a really great job.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate that.
So
I think what helps us do that is because how close we are, though. Like,
yeah,
that's
we really are
helped.
brothers. We not
like I said, like even before this podcast, all of us have over 20 years of friendship. You know what I'm saying?
30.
So it's like, yeah, a lot of us 30. So it's like it was kind of, like you said, it was just a way of figuring it out. But it was like, all right, yo, we talk every day on a regular basis, so let's go ahead and figure it out.
Exactly. So we do have a standard question that we ask here at Downtown. Don't waste no time with negativity. But this is the first time, so I'm wondering how I'm going to ask you guys, because I'll ask you as a show and what you guys are open to sharing, right? But the question is, what is the situation? It doesn't have to be recent, but it was definitely negative, and you guys found a way to not waste any time with negativity. And like, you guys might have even surprised yourself as brothers how you decided to respond to the situation. But,
somebody they ain't going down. Yeah.
You want me to go first?
You can go, Ro.
You can go first on this one. Well,
Yeah,
that's an everyday. That's it's not an everyday struggle, but we family. We go through things. You know what I'm saying? We don't always see eye to eye when it comes to a lot of things. We see eye to eye on a lot of things, but some things we don't see eye to eye on. And at the end of the day, we always remember that, it's the love that keeps us grounded. You dig what I'm saying? We're here together because of the love. You feel what I'm saying? So we can't allow the feelings to just throw something that's been so dear or that we hold so dear to us for so many years, which is our relationship. You dig me? We're not going to just throw that away because I cursed at you, you cursed at me, or you said something that I didn't like, or it got under my skin or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm a strong individual. I've heard a lot of things, but one thing I know for sure is that even though he said that,
yeah,
he still loves me too.
It comes from a genuine place, not a place of like malice.
Right. And I'm not looking at them as an outsider for like something like, they're trying to get at me. Everybody has feelings. You got to be mature. Yeah. He means more. All these guys mean more to me than bad words.
Hold on real quick. Hey, Ro, yo, if you're not talking, mute your screen, yo. Mute your screen if you're not talking.
And it's also that's what gets the dream started. Like, people forget a lot of the times their purpose of how things even came together and how it even came about, and when you lose sight of that, that's why I feel like a lot of people's podcasts failed, to be honest, because when they started it was off of some clout shit. It wasn't like a real purpose, a real value, or like a real set of kings coming together and be like, yo, let's talk about some fuck shit, but like real perspectives. You know what I mean?
I do. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, fellas, on this is that we've been through shit. You understand? This is over 20, 25 years of friendship. This is not no friendship. This is a brotherhood. We family. Like, we've been through death. We've been through deceit that has caused a lot of friction within the circle. Mothers have passed. You know what I'm saying?
Brothers.
We've been through
Real
a lot.
brothers.
Right. We've been through a lot. And just to say, no, I'm not, that's very immature. And it doesn't make, why were you here for the whole time anyway? If you wasn't really genuine about your feelings. This means more to us than just podcasting.
Exactly. Facts. So for those who don't know fully your guys' story, I know you mentioned you guys are brothers and everyone knows each other. But if someone wants to explain like how you guys started the OLF podcast, Outta Leftfield, how did that title come together and you guys decided to press that record button?
All right, now I want to start with this one. It was Sabor. It was CDF. It was, it was his idea. And honestly, like I said, a lot of it we started because we had so many debates about a lot of different things. And we like, yo, we got to start putting this stuff on wax. Like, we got to start being able to go back and hold people accountable for the stuff that they say, man. Like, no, like this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're not going to just keep saying anything. You're not going to just keep saying anything. Like, no, we going now. We can go back and be like, yo, remember on episode whatever, you said this.
Like, that. You got recorded proof.
Yep. Right. So, and we do that now. Like, we still do it now. Like, we'll go back. Like, yo, I was watching episode so-and-so, and yo, you said some weirdo stuff. Like we still do it now, like I said. So that was one of the main reasons why we did it. Like I said, we didn't, like Boris said, we didn't expect to really, a lot of it for it to come out of it, you know what I mean? But we just knew that we dope this shit together.
Yeah.
And like that was our main goal. We like if people start listening to us, cool, but our main joint was like we want to hold each other accountable for the things that we say. Yeah, I mean that was our main goal for starting.
For sure.
Baby, you want to touch that, Hayes?
I mean, it was like it was just like pretty much similar with Stokes. He said like CDF. I remember CDF said him and Stokes. He was talking about it, and I was talking to CDF, and I was like, man, I was thinking about something like that too, like doing some type of media or podcast. And when my brothers come to me like, man, we might as well all get down. I'm like, say no more. There ain't really nothing else to talk about. Like, you know what I mean? So it pretty much came together organically, and that's kind of what we pride ourselves on as a unit.
Facts. That's really huge.
For me, it's the crazy thing about it to me is the fact that we started it off as a sports podcast. It was strictly sports. We was just debating that, and like when you see it now, it's like, man, it came a long way, and it's just from the people talking to us about certain things, like, and me and Hayes actually had a side show where we was talking strictly relationships and things like that. We would do it. We called it Ladies Night.
Yeah.
And we would do that. And then, so we had got a little different audience with that. And then we just made it all one. You know what I'm saying?
And that's coming back, and you're going to be our first guest, too.
I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
I can't wait to definitely have you come through.
I'm ready to come. Just make sure you bring me somewhere to get some. Just make sure you guys bring me somewhere to get some amazing crab legs, and I'm good.
Oh, no, we got you. Trust me, we got you. We got plenty of
seafood here.
We got a few spots for that.
Is our number one situation during the week.
That's what I was saying. The last time I came, I regret it because I forgot the name of the flea market, and I was supposed to buy the crab legs. I was like, nah, when I come back.
2 times a week around this joint if we can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll just get together and just get some crabs.
But I was told, like, out there, I forgot what body of water is closer, I guess. We drove somewhere, like in Jersey, I think. But yeah, I love my food, guys. I love my food. And if you do see my personal page, those of you watching at home, like on my personal page, especially with quarantine, I never really posted personal stuff about me. Like I like to keep just stuff about like the website, the blog, and like my business. But I felt like looking at it, I was like, people probably look at this. Podcast. Sorry?
Yeah.
No, I said looking at this, people probably thought like I'm super boring. So I'm like, let me let them into my personal bubble a little bit. So you'll see me cooking, chefing down some food. So I want to ask all you guys, what did you guys eat today?
I had jerk wings, jerk chicken wings. So a little bit of oxtail gravy on it.
I passed my food up to do this podcast.
I had jerk wings, macaroni and cheese, some brown rice.
I went to Texas Roadhouse. I had country fried chicken, a mean ass sweet potato, and some broccoli.
Ooh, you gotta have the veggies in there.
Yeah, gotta squeeze it in. Gotta squeeze it in.
I had 16 fried shrimp.
How do you
and
know
some
it was
corn.
16?
16 fried shrimp, some corn, and obey everything.
Obey
everything.
Obey everything.
Copy that.
Hey, Herb, that don't sound like the regimen, bro.
No, that ain't the regimen that we talked about. Well, that's that's neither here nor there. But
what regimen did we talk about, bro?
I mean, we had a challenge going on, but like I said, that's neither here nor there.
I can't put obey on my food because I'm working out.
16 fried shrimp, Holmes.
I think they're referring to me, bro. Put your shoulders down.
No, we're not talking to him. We're talking to him with these fried shrimp.
Okay, my fault.
No, time out. Shoulders down. Heavy shoulders down.
Uncle fucking Ron Slaughter, fuck being modest. I'm in the fucking building, yes.
Hey, yo, heavy shoulders down. And Herb, I was talking about you. That's why I said Herb. But
I know you were talking.
Don't worry about it, bro.
My bad, boy. I thought the old beige. I thought TT was talking about me, not you, bro. I thought TT
I made a BLT with avocado.
That's a classic. That's a classic right there.
BLT with avocado.
Guys.
I need a shot too, bro.
I said you look like that avocado seed.
Let Kay get back in control, man. Mute your screen, man.
No, I'm fucking loving this. You guys are awesome.
Hey, Kay. By the way, Kay.
Talk about fucking BLT with some avocado.
Okay?
Sorry?
Yo, put your shoulders down, Roland.
Ugly as shit.
My man, we have one of our other co-hosts. He just came on. He was a little late, so let him go ahead and introduce himself. Go ahead, bro.
He was driving. Go ahead, fam.
I'm in the building now, though. I'm at the office. But by the way, I go by the name of Fuck Being Modest, a.k.a. Brian Slaughter. Stay case up. OLF Podcast.
Let's go. And he's out.
Let's go.
No, I love the dynamic between you guys because I find like there's not a lot of podcasts with more than like two people that have that like that ability to keep people in, that ability to not make people feel like it's a lot of noise. It's a lot of like, you know what I mean? Like you guys find such a great way to balance it all. Is that like planned or is that just because of off of the strength of the years you guys have like been around each other?
I was about to say like
straight chemistry. It's just chemistry.
Yeah, definitely. And it's us being around each other so long, like we know how to just, be quiet. We know how to listen. We know how to get our word in and get out. Yeah. I mean, it's unique. It's something special. We do got a special thing going, but like I said, we don't look at it like that. We look at it like we just being us and doing our thing, just doing our podcast.
Also, one thing I want to say about that though, man, that shit took time though. You go back to them first 50, 60 episodes, that thing rough.
It's not easy.
Hey, yo, bro. But at the end of the day, right, I go by saying like this. It's a table for everybody. You got to figure out what table fits you. And that table right there, you see right there, it fits about this podcast.
No,
like you said.
It's not even that. We got to create our own table.
We 9 deep. And again, we all brothers in there. At the end of the day, when the camera go off, we still doing the same old monkey out of left field dumb shit.
Hey, Sleeves, I don't want to cut you off, Sleeves, right? But that's what I was about to say. Like, right after this interview, if we wasn't doing this interview,
you be talking anyway.
We'd be on house party talking to each other right now. Like, right after it's over, we'll probably be on house party talking about this interview and just talking about whatever. Like, this is what we literally do. Like I said,
don't go too hard on me. Don't go too hard on me.
No,
I'm going straight to the gram and tell them I was in Toronto.
Hey,
yeah, we was on the 6th.
Tag it up. Let's go.
But that's genuinely what it is, though. Like I said, it's because we talk literally so much. We talk every day. Like I said, even if it's outside the podcast, we talk every day as a group. So
yeah,
like Brick said, it's very rare that you got friends that, like I said, when you can do that. Like I said, and we might be arguing, literally screaming at each other at 8 o'clock, and at 8:30 it's like, all right, y'all, what time we getting together?
So
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally on that same time for real. Like.
So let me ask you. Sorry, I don't know who's Mike. I think it's Rose. Okay. But I want to ask you guys, episode 192. If your pussy was good as your mouth, I would have stayed.
That be me.
Time out. We gotta let one person
Slaughter.
answer that. No, all right, go ahead.
Let's go, Sleeves. Let's go, Sleeves.
Listen. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
Okay, I'm gonna break it down.
I need to know before I go in. I need to know. I'm a fair individual.
Me too. And I call a spade a spade. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm never walking bow-legged. So at the end of the day, it's like this, right? You might be one of the females that always got a fly mouth in your way, meaning that everything I go your way. There's only one way you sit. It's your way. So, as a man, verbal abuse is like an ass whooping. When a man whip a woman's ass, put hands on it. So I call a woman with a fly mouth that only see it one way, that's verbal abuse. So out of verbal abuse out of that, I say, if the pussy was like the mouth, maybe I'll stay. Meaning that how bad your mouth is, all this shit you talk, and that shit don't never shut down, and they keep running like that. If that pussy juice was running like that, maybe I'll stay. Jeez. So for that,
damn,
I'm the fuck out because it don't matter.
So is that like the more, I guess?
Well said, cousin.
Well said.
If I say anything.
Very well said. Very well said.
Ah, damn, baby. That shit sound damn good.
You can't even say nothing. She didn't know what to say right now.
Listen,
it was so well said.
Okay, I'll be honest in first saying, when I seen the title, I thought you meant like giving head, right? So I'll be honest.
I gotta be honest, it was like a bait to make you think that though.
Okay, well, very great job.
But
Very
really,
great
you're talking with the wrong lips.
Right.
You're doing too much talking with the wrong lips.
And I won't front. I do agree with that. Like, as a woman, you should bring more than your pussy to the table. You know what I mean? And like, if you're gonna be one of those females out here that are wanting all alpha male energy, then you definitely need to back that up. So I can't even front on that. You definitely have a point. But how does it feel for you guys as like Black kings out here? And like with the tone of like the dating field, like seeing women, I'm not sure your guys' status. You don't have to like speak on your personal if you don't want to, but like, how is it just in general? Because I feel like even when you look at old music videos, the women look different. Like they talk different.
I'm gonna go last on this one. I'm gonna sit up right in the back and go last.
They ask you what your social media is instead of like your name first. Like it's crazy out here.
Yo, it's I'll go first. Fuck it.
You ugly as shit.
It's the hardest it's probably ever been for real. Like it's so hard. Like you gotta, first of all, I gotta determine if you're a man. Like that's the first thing I gotta determine. I gotta establish that first. Like I gotta determine if that's what you are.
That's crazy,
the society we live in for real. Like I mean, the way you look, I gotta determine
crazy.
That first. Yeah, so we're gonna put that there.
Legit.
And then it's just like it's like being a Black man. Like nobody will understand it, but being a Black man, like the pressures of a Black man, and it's like it's hard to date because women just constantly just put pressure on you. Like it's just constant pressure. Like, and it's like you gotta feel like you already got a lot of stuff on you. It's like you gotta be perfect somewhat. Like you know what I'm saying. Especially as a Black man, you gotta be damn near perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way a lot of women look at us because and we're strong. We have all of this, but women just don't know how to put their shoulders down.
You're human. Like I definitely know. Like one of my guy friends, what he had explained to me is just like what it feels like sometimes is like women expect you to kind of like be like not a robot, but just like they like it's like you're supposed to just stay still like a machine until they come back. Yeah,
a machine. Like a machine and just run like a machine. You know how a machine just runs or your television just runs.
That's a robot.
You know what I mean? Like a robot. Like you just like you like you have to be programmed to do a certain and move a certain way and all of that. And it's just like I said, man, it's already hard enough. Just and like I said, being this a black man out here, like you know what I'm saying, it's literally the hardest. It's like the hardest thing out here. So it's like then you add that, so it makes it extremely tough. You know what I mean? It makes it very, you know what I mean, really, really, really tough. So that's why when you find one, you got to go ahead and lock it in.
You see, a guy will say something like that, but then, you have Jessica, Sarah, Tanisha, LaShawn, all at once on the roster. So, like, you got to work out the agreements.
I mean, at this point,
it's hard.
At this point,
it's definitely a hard situation.
It's time to fight fire with fire, as far as I'm concerned. Like, it damn sure ain't like it used to be, and I'm not about to try to change that shit back to it either. So, when you go out to clubs, now, when you go out, all right, I'm gonna get to that, brother. Don't mush me. When we go out to clubs now, bars, and all these things, it used to be where those are the type of places you could potentially go and talk to a woman. You know what I'm saying? You can sit down, you can order a drink, y'all can talk, whatever. Now, women are coming just to spend time with each other. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't walk up and dance with a woman. Now they dancing with each other with the gram, with the live on, doing this the whole time. Like they ain't even trying, they ain't checking for you. Like it's
but
crazy.
To be
so
fair,
it's
like when I post like majority of things that I'm like into, or I'll post like my articles that I write, things like that, it doesn't get as much traction as let's say a selfie or that same dumb shit. It's like you literally have to feed the algorithm that dumb shit just so people can see your real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yo, it's crazy. It's crazy you said that, right? Because I was sitting there the other day thinking like to myself on some real shit. Man, if I just post a bunch of money, yo, if I just post a picture of certain shit, like I wonder what would happen. Like, you dig me? I said that to myself the other day, but I still kept my integrity and said, nah, that's that weirdo shit.
That ain't us.
But guess what I did?
How we roll.
But it's fucked up. You gotta even think like that.
Remember my phone broke when I was in Vegas? And I told y'all, I think I said on like episode 94 of the row, I was like, damn, it's so fucked up, right? All I did put a broke phone on my page and said, line down. And the next day I looked at the shit had 1,500 motherfucking views. Jeez. But I post some positive shit, and that shit only had like 200 and something views.
Yep.
And remember, I was like, the only reason why everybody looked to see it because of why? My phone broke. He out Vegas, so now how he gonna work? Now we can't be newsy, but now your phone broke. You feel me? Like the dumb shit.
Bro. Yeah,
it's the dumbest shit. It's the dumbest
shit. Motherfucker ain't call you or not call, email you or try any other way. They just want
try
to
no way to find out. I have another phone not.
Honestly, like as a female, like I definitely it's people think we have different opinions, but like look, you guys are kings, I'm a queen, and we both feel the same way. So where do you feel like the disconnect comes from in between us?
Let me get this one right. I think that and this sort of ties into the whole thing I was just talking about just the dating scene and everything. Now I feel like the women, and you even said it a couple minutes ago, like they have male mentalities. You know what I'm saying?
The
like,
alpha,
So on some level, I don't think it's their fault. I feel like it's a lot of that shit was put into people in different ways. You know what I'm saying? And now we just dealing with the results of it or whatever. But so many women is just so they just like you. They want to go head to head. They want to go toe to toe. They want to compete. They want to do all men shit. They want to have an ego. They don't.
I don't feel like having an
ego. And it's like, how can it?
A male or female thing. I just feel like it's not like back in the day where the guy was like 1,000% the breadwinner and the woman was just in the house. Like it's a whole different like
You're right. The only thing, and that's a part of it though. And the only thing I'm saying is the women have let the money change them. The men didn't change. The women let the money change them. So now it's not working. It's butting heads. It's a whole bunch of button heads. It's two men.
Yeah. Like like you guys' independency has kind of become the main thing now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to be independent, but now you're so independent that as men we don't even know if we can compete. We don't even know if we're worthy sometimes. Like damn, like but the main thing to me.
Yeah. The main thing to me was that it gave them.
Like, where does it make a place to be a man?
That's what makes us feel.
The mentality.
That's what make us feel like, damn, am I worthy? It's because the mentality you're carrying with whatever you have or whatever you've done.
And I don't want to lose my point real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Ron.
It's what he said, and then second, it's the whole social media thing. I feel like everybody's a brand now. Like you can be flat poor. We'll never know it because the way you promote yourself on Instagram and all that, your brand looks crazy. Everybody's a brand. It's follow me at this, follow me at that. So now men got to work around that because now it's like, damn, she got, I don't know, 10,000 followers on the gram, but she don't really do shit. But her gram popping, so that means her head is just gone probably. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's a brand.
Another thing y'all just said.
Let me jump in.
I got you. Hold on. What you posting or whatever, certain things. Now, like you said, now I might say, yo, but if I post this, it's gonna make my joint go up. This helps my business. But your man might feel like you shouldn't be posting that.
Yeah.
Where now it's like, man, that's just one little example, but it's so much. Like I said, I feel like it's two men hit button all day.
Shoulders down to the female. When you come home after 5 o'clock, after your 9 to 5, or after the time you get off, you supposed to walk in the house and be a woman. Like you're a boss bitch. Like after 5, you got a man at home. Come home,
turn it off,
and turn that boss shit off, and turn it to a mom. Pull out the books, pull out the pots.
I agree.
And you mean?
But
wife, mom, wife.
Sorry. Before like we could, I want to like just pause right at his point because that's a really great point. I just want to say I'm gonna send another meeting invitation to the group because it's telling me that it's gonna go out. So it's gonna start again for 7:45, but I'm gonna try to start it early. So I'll send it, and then when it locks off, we'll just go right back in. And don't worry about the editing. That's like all on me. So
okay.
But yes, King, when a woman comes in at 5, and I agree with that because we expect our men to do that.
But can I say also with social media, is they see us, they see certain stuff. Like they might see how relationships, they might this the perception. I don't know how the real relationship is, but they just see the perceptions of relationships and think that's how my relationships are supposed to be. Not because that's all people gonna post is the stuff on the gram. They ain't gonna post the arguments and the negatives, the bad stuff. They only gonna post the good stuff. So when you only have like that perception, like, oh, this is all I see every time you scroll on your timeline, is this person doing this, you're gonna think that's what that's going to be your perception of what a relationship is. And it's just like, no, it's a lot, it's a whole lot more than that. But
so like if you guys could see like one of the top things, I guess it is about women, because it seems like you guys, like most of the episodes, you guys just have a lot of shit you gotta get off your chest. So what is one of the top things that you would say, like, okay, ladies, heartless,
before you categorize us like that,
to know.
Yeah, like
before you categorize us like that, I just want to say, you know, when you spoke on the topic, somebody said, well, I come up with a lot of the topics, so I'll leave that with them.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
He gonna mute his joint after that too. That nigga is silly, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? The topic's only basically go off of what I'm going through right now out of 18 years, and I'm going through a divorce. So at the end of the day, we base a lot of topics off of my problems.
Save
right
this
now.
motherfucker.
I was about to go. Like a lot of them just like some of them come from personal, stuff that I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them just come from I might be watching something and I just see a woman just doing or saying some weird stuff. I'd be like, why the fuck are they? Why do they think this way? And why do they do this shit? Like I don't be getting this shit. Like it be blowing my mind a lot of times. Like it'd be like, I gotta ask my talk about it. Only one that, like, what the fuck is going on? So like I said, it don't be like on the bashing tip, but it'd be like, I genuinely be trying to just understand like the way y'all think, even though I know I never will. I just be like, I know I'm not the only crazy person out here that think that all of y'all are crazy. Like I can't be the only one out here. No. So that's where a lot of them derive from. It ain't on the personal. Like I said, a lot of them. Some of them are, but like I said, for the majority of them are like, bro, like what the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck be y'all, like what do y'all thought process be a lot of times? Like that's what the fuck it really be coming down to. Like, like how do y'all come up with the shit that y'all come up with? Like how do y'all?
I don't even think most of the times that they know how they come up with this shit. Like to be honest. So
Kay, I'm sorry, Kay, I wanted to ask you like a part to the last question. I wanted like, where's the disconnect do you feel like between men and women?
Between like, I feel like for me, it's like honesty, like, cause I know a lot of women that.
Wait, hold on, okay. Hey, Ro, do me a favor, Ro. You got to mute, bro. 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 All right, go ahead.
No problem. I feel like the disconnect for me is like just honesty. Like a lot of women, not saying they would be cool with their man being with more than one person, or like, shorty, this is how I feel about you, or like, this is not how I feel about you, or like, this is not what this is.
No,
I feel like if you have those boundaries set from the beginning and there's no like leading on, because women do play games too. I won't lie, but I feel like that's where a lot of like the game playing, that's where the disconnect comes from. Because you could really be fucking with someone, and then once you start playing games, the other person can interpret that as like, well, you're not serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's a huge, like, if I could really boil it down to like the nitty gritty, like I feel like that's like at the base of it. Like people just aren't honest with each other.
Can I ask you a question?
I'll second that.
If I'm with you, if I like feet play, right? And I haven't told you that, and we're doing what we do all the time, and you never try to give me feet play, and I'm pissed every time. I'm like, this is not satisfying because I want foot play. You know what I mean? Like, had I just let you know that that's what I'm into, maybe that could have like.
Are you a gamer? Are you a game player?
Reformed.
Don't lie on air.
Reformed.
Okay, I'll take that.
You know what I will say? What I will say is like sometimes we may be even playing a game or do something that's like that, and we may not even like realize or pick it up and be like, oh shit, like my bad. Because I can say it naturally. I'm a flirt. Like I'm guilty of that.
Happy.
So basically, you agree with me, right? When you go out on a Friday night, you don't got no boyfriend and none of that, right? So now, what type of man you go out looking for that Friday night? That's when
that's
the role play come in action, right?
I don't ever go out looking for a man, and I feel like I had to understand that, especially like with having a lot of like guy friends. They had to let me know, like, yo, that's how men think. Like when they see women out in these places or like doing certain shit, it's like, what else are you outside of your house for? Like that's what you're trying to be on. Most of the times I really just do want to get lit with my girls. And, you know, majority of the time we already know who the after turn up dick is going to be. Like, you know what I mean?
So women know within, I mean, so women know within like the first 10 seconds to 30 seconds if that guy really has a shot at it.
They know the first minute.
A lot of women be changing their mind. Like I myself have friends like that where she would tell me like all negative things about a guy, and then next thing you know, the guy's like calling her. I'm like, hold up, I missed that part of the story. When did he get your number? Like, yeah, you know. So game playing, like, you know what I mean? How do I know?
It's hard.
So
a female knows she gonna sleep with a nigga when she first meet the nigga. The nigga don't know.
Yes,
right or wrong?
Yes, I do agree.
Thank you.
That's what I was just trying to get you to say. You agree within the first 10 to 30 seconds.
I appreciate that.
He got a chance.
I'll be nicer. Let's expand it to like 30 seconds, because sometimes a guy could throw himself an alley hoop to really change the game. So I'll be fair.
Yeah, say something stupid to do something dumb.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's typical.
No problem. No problem.
I don't like that. I personally don't like that. I don't personally like that. I think I'm the only single one out the group. Jeez. So at the end of the day,
you're not the one out the group.
You don't like what?
Who else? Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't speak for nobody else's business. Speak for yourself.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
Listen, Mr. Wellington, my bad, Mr. Wellington. Everybody else is
single.
So nobody else to me in that.
Bro, why are you speaking for other people's business, bro? You out of line, bro.
What you mean? If they watch the show, they should know. If they don't watch the show,
listen. But this is what I love about your guys' show. It's like a space where like I feel so comfortable even like discussing these things. Like I know people are going to be listening to the show this week and be like, yo, we've never heard Kay like talk like this before. But there, to be fair, the guests too, there wasn't no room to have conversations like these. But it's very important because we want to hear what you guys have to say. And I feel like with everything that's been going on, you know, Black Lives Matter, everything, a lot of people have been forced to be like, yo, just because I see you in the ski mask, just because I see you, you know, with the hat tilted, it doesn't mean you're a certain type of way. And I literally have to hear what you got to say as a Black king, like, and hear the words that are coming out.
I'm with it, that's all.
Things to say.
Yo,
and we feel the same. Yeah, we feel the same because
We get judged. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say we feel the same because we are on there venting and getting our things out as men, but at the same time, we say it every week. We need women to come on the show. We need y'all to come. Let us know some things as well. Let us know how y'all really feel. But we might be doing wrong. We could do different or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you listen to our show. We're talking about our shit. We're talking about what we're going through, like, and everything. You know what I'm saying? So to hear you be vulnerable with us and talk like how we're talking, we need that too.
But also, I want to say too, like.
But then what is that line when then a man is like, you're being annoying, you're nagging, versus you want to hear that too? Because that's what a lot of women feel like they hear once they start voicing.
No, we need to hear somebody speak from the woman's side, because when we talk, we speak from a whole. You understand? Like, end of the day, we always say, it's my opinion, or this is as a whole. You understand? Because of the day, it's no wrong, it's no right, but we need to get one side to pick, and that's a right. And the right thing we got to pick sometimes be wrong, because now the new shit is what's wrong is, what's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right. So we gotta switch that narrative again.
And then it's like, what nagging and complaining and bitching is. So when you say, oh, y'all feel nagged, you're probably just, because you probably are complaining or something like that. Like, you're probably just saying, oh, well, guys, this and that, and men don't do this and that. That's bitching. That's nagging. That is. But you're sitting here just keeping it real with us. You're telling us what we're telling you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I want to fuck somebody, or if I see somebody in the club or whatever, that's different. Like, that's not.
And I feel
to me, that ain't nagging.
I feel like as well, I'll just say this, to represent for my queens out there. I feel like a lot of these men out here are like male thoughts. Like, you guys make yourself easy as well. Like literally, like, you can't have just every female that comes to you and flashes a nipple that you're like, all right, like, you know what I mean? Like, the same way how you want women to have standards and not fall for every thing that comes in their face. I feel like
some people got standards. Some niggas just ain't taking anything though.
It's very true. That's very true.
In terms of that, I mean, standards is standards, but still, you know what she means. So if it is your standard, then it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, with that's a genetic thing. That's like, well, that's where men and women are different. I mean, women hate to admit that or hate to hear that. They don't want that to be the truth. But at the end of the day, it is the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where men and women are different. Like, not saying that a man can't fight those advances, and some men do fight those advances, but it's really, 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 really hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And women don't really act like they understand that in no way, shape, or form. They think it's just easy, and it ain't. It might be easy for y'all, but y'all built that way.
It definitely is not. It most definitely is not. I'll tell you that. But I want to ask you guys, what is like something that you feel like was totally out of left field for y'all? Like, out of left field, totally caught you off guard and you were like, what?
Like on the show or in general? Like in everyday life?
In general.
Oh man.
Let me go with this. My joint, my out of left field moment was when my man said I had to get down on my knees to suck somebody's titty, bro. Like that joint right there.
Yeah.
Murdered me. Like that right there.
I mean,
absolutely murdered me to the point where he like, don't titty me down, right? So now that's my thing now. Don't everything me down. Don't talk me down. Don't email me down. Wow. All because my man said, yo, don't titty me the fuck down. That was completely...
That is crazy.
Out of left came out of nowhere.
Kay, I'll be doing you a disservice if I don't give you the story, but I'm gonna keep it short.
That shit was the funniest shit ever.
I was like 12 years old, and I ain't hit nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? But this girl won't let me suck. I said these big girls got some joints on her, so I'm like, all right, bet. But when I couldn't like hold them in my hand, I'm like, oh shit. Like these joints is out there. So I had to like get on my knees to suck them joints.
That's some funny shit.
What do you mean you had to get on your knees?
They was too heavy.
They
was
was
big as
down
shit.
there.
Like, yeah, they was big as shit on like a 12-year-old girl. They was fucking huge. So I just,
Yo,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
I'm trying to understand what position was she standing up?
Oh yeah, she was standing straight up, right? She was standing up, and them shits came down to the belly button, like, you know what I'm saying?
Already?
Like,
At 12?
yo, they was
Why would
there.
y'all
They
do
was,
this to Toronto?
yo, because we out of left field. We wouldn't be doing us if I, you know what I'm saying?
That's that Guinness Book World of Records shit. Like,
No, these Jones was crazy. Look, she took the wire out one time, put that bitch around my head.
I believe you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No doubt. Put the wire around my head. I was like,
yo, this
shit.
nigga head
So
is fucking silly, bro.
So she titty my man down right there. So that
She
right
titty
there.
my man all the way
She's
down.
out of left field moment.
You don't want to be titty down. I feel you.
Yo, good ladies. It's not good. Dudes do not like to be titty down.
Yeah.
Like, don't titty us the fuck
I
down.
was over them Jones after that. I was like, never again. I'm cool on them joints. No,
Like,
yeah.
it gotta be proportion to your body. Like,
I'll take the A cup.
See, here's the thing. Like, you can have big, like if you got big boobs, like you might be a little bit taller, or your body structure might be built that, but that's cool. But don't be out this joint 5'3", and you got some fucking G cups out here, my nigga. Now you tittying me down, my nigga. Like, don't titty me down. Like, you're killing me. Like,
some people like that though, to be like smothered and all up in that. Like, honestly, I'll be honest, like that used to get to me. I'm very chesty, and that got to me, and I had like a reduction, and I don't feel like it did that much, but it's less than where I was at. So for the women out there, like I really do feel their pain, because like I didn't want it. You don't want to be titty down. I didn't want to be titty down either. Okay?
Kay was out here tittying motherfuckers.
You was tittying niggas down out here, Kay. Hey, Kay, you was out here.
Maybe. What's another out of left field moment? Ro, you're quiet.
Probably eating with his fat ass. I don't know. I mean, you probably eating.
Itis is catching it.
I got one. No, I got one.
Go ahead, Shalice.
Look, he was falling asleep
Here
over there.
Go. I got to give me a shot for this one. I ain't gonna share on my face. We was on a motherfucking business trip at ATL, right?
Yeah.
So we left control to CEO and them to bust the Sunday moves.
Oh,
So
shit.
The layout was great.
It takes fucking
Skeletor. Went to the warehouse and all.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold up.
It takes fucking Skeletor. Yeah, definitely have a few shots, you drunk motherfucker. Have a few shots.
We call that
you drunk motherfucker.
Mute your screen, mute your screen, bro.
All you heard was a vibrator tickling somebody. Booty hole.
You fucking dickhead. Ain't nobody see this.
That was the word that was out of that field forever.
Let it finish. I need to hear this.
Hey, Slaughter, don't talk to me for 3 days, you drunk bastard. Don't talk to me for 3 days, you drunk bastard. I promise you.
Guys,
don't call me. Don't say shit to me for 3 days, you drunk bastard. You drunk, just say whatever out your face, bastard. What the fuck is you talking about, my butthole, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? Put the bottle down, fucking Skeletor. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? What is you talking about, cuz? What is you talking about? Like,
what?
Fuck is you talking about, man?
What the fuck is you talking about? I said it's what?
Y'all went out of left
you guys
field, man.
I want to ask you guys this question, because this is a question that we ask all of our guests, right?
Whoa!
Can you guys hear me okay?
Chill. Show this down.
Show this down. Dickhead, though. I don't never mix alcohol and be
Hold on.
around bitches with you, man.
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, dickhead.
So
a
question that we ask all of our guests, right? I need you guys to put your fours up. Your fours up, okay? So would you rather cut off both of your thumbs or a baby's foot?
A baby, ain't my baby.
It's Terrence's face. He's like, hold up.
Hold on, you just like a random baby?
You do not know the baby.
I can grip you with 4 fingers. I'm cool.
Yeah, you could take my thumbs. That's cool. I ain't cutting no beef for that. You got my thumbs.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not.
You could take my thumbs, yeah.
Yeah, you take my thumbs. I ain't cutting no baby for
Man,
that.
it's footless babies every day, B. It's footless babies every day, B.
CDF?
Hey, Ro, I apologize, but I agree with you.
I mean, it's thumbs every day.
Y'all niggas is giving y'all joints up for the baby, for the phantom
Bro,
baby.
this not having a thumb like with my thumb jammed. I'll be just fanning
try to
like
hold
what?
your phone right now.
Exactly. Go ahead and try to
bottles up and nothing.
grip your phone. Go ahead and grip your phone like this. You gonna have arthritis in 3 months.
I got my joint in my.
What are you doing? Listen, 98% of my audience says chop off the baby foot. Okay?
Yeah,
98%.
98%, including me, okay?
Bro,
listen, you got what
1 foot
3
babies
people
every
say no,
day.
right? We had 3 people say no.
Only
Cleo, you said no too,
now
right?
with you guys, it makes a total of 5 since I've ever started this show.
Yo, I ain't going front though. If it wasn't for this pod on the back of this phone, I wouldn't be able to hold this bitch right now.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. How you ain't holding this job? How you holding
I
this
don't even know I'm gonna go for 3 with 4 fingers.
How you going for 3? How you going for 3?
You ain't
going for 3 with no thumb.
Hey,
go for 3?
Are you gonna
No
roll up?
way. I can't go for 3. How am I gonna roll up?
You know what for 3 means?
You know what going for 3 means, Kay?
Take the baby foot.
All right.
What does it mean?
For 3 is a man pleasuring himself.
Oh my God.
In the perimeter, out in
break
the
it down
paint
for
or
me a
out
little
on the
bit more.
perimeter.
Break it down for me a little bit more.
You want to know why it's called for 3? All right, it's an inside joke, right? No names, no blame, no names. It's an inside joke though. But the reason why it's called for 3 is because somebody used to always take the DVD player at night, and they would always say, "Yo, I'm about to watch Blue Chips." You know what I'm saying?
Basketball.
Oh, I'm about to watch basketball, whatever, right? And
one day,
every time we would get the DVD player back, though, it would be annoying. You know what I'm saying? But every time this person would leave, like, yeah, I'm about to go watch basketball.
Blue Chips.
But every time we get it back, it'd be annoying. So when a person would start saying, yo, I'm about to go watch basketball, we would start joking like 3 and all that. Like, it just became a joke. This is from years ago, but
this some real
now
shit.
it's just stuck in a squad. Like for 3 is for 3.
Let me tell you the real funny thing though. Me and Boar, we about to gamble some niggas we didn't even know. So we got the Xbox and we got Xbox in the crib and we got PlayStation in the crib. We got both. So Xbox out front, the PlayStation is wherever it's at. So they like, you gotta play on PlayStation, you gotta play on PlayStation. So we like, fuck it. We go get the fucking PlayStation, hit the eject button. Woo! We just we all 4 of us looked at each other like,
oh shit.
We like, the game, we in here with this game, so that game came out of there. Let's just leave it at that. Like
one of my
threw the porno to the side and we started taking their money.
I remember one of my first introductions to seeing porn. My babysitter, I used to be with her 2 kids, and the husband had a box of VHS tucked in the back of the bathroom closet, and somehow one of the kids found the VHS. We popped that in one day. Really?
I wish I had a TV that high.
Wow.
So every time we rewind it back, put it back in the box. When we left again, we just watch a little bit more. Kids are bad, yo.
Wow.
Hey, Kay,
in the paint or out on the perimeter.
Hey, Kay, this is the crazy part about it. Now they can just pick up their phone and do that shit.
Right there.
Now they can just pick up their phone and do that shit with a couple pushes of a button.
Certain emojis on Instagram are porn hashtags and stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like you could put in certain emojis and you'll be surprised the things that come up.
Yeah, you surprising me right now.
But I'm just
you
saying,
surprising me right now, Kay. But I ain't even gonna go into that. But you surprising me knowing this stuff. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What question you want to ask next? You know what I'm saying? You're surprising me right now.
Welcome to the
six.
Welcome to the six.
Six, huh? Let me go and take a sip of my beverage there, huh?
Let's everybody take a shot. Let's everybody take a shot.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go ahead and go on mute. I'm gonna go on mute so you ask your next question, man. Go ahead and go.
Terrence, I'm done. Let me ask you guys this question, all right? So my next question is, if you could have any, I want to answer from every person because I actually I love this question. If you could have any superpower for 24 hours, what superpower would it be and why?
I would want to see the future. Give me some future superpower.
How far into the future?
You said I could hold, how long I can have it for one day?
Yeah, you're going to have 24 hours of this power.
I would look at probably about 5 years down just to see what will happen in 5 years. From now to 5 years in that day.
My superpower would be to be able to see what the fuck people are thinking and why are they thinking
It's to hear what people are thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to know what they thinking so I could be like, how did you thinking about some dumb ass shit? Like, you know that movie where you can read people's mind and shit, like you just know what they thinking and shit. Yeah, you just know what they thinking and shit. That's my joint.
You kind of stole my joint. That's what I was kind of going to say, but yeah.
Please don't steal mine.
I want to read people's minds. You feel me? I want to.
Why?
I mean, because I want to know. Like, people lie. You know what I mean? I want to see what you really think. So I ain't got to keep wasting my fucking time with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's mine. I don't give a fuck about the phantom people walking down the street. I want to know the people that I be around. The people that I be seeing every day. The people that be right in front of my face. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know.
I feel you.
Hazy Baby wants to be invisible for 24 hours. I don't want nobody to see what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying to walk up in some banks. If you got somebody you want me to offer something, I'll do it. we got 24 hours though.
Time out. Whose shower you peeking in while you invisible? Whose shower you getting up in?
Rihanna.
If I'm gonna waste it on somebody good, just know that.
Rihanna.
What did you say right there?
It's Rihanna for me.
Yeah, you got
Rihanna.
Let me give you a little. Yeah, there we go. I'm rocking. I'm feeling.
She's literally my screensaver. Like, I'm not even fronting on you guys. Like,
that's love.
That's
I love her. Like, it's real. Like, if I'm ever gonna turn out myself, it's gonna be for her, just her.
That is one. That's one I would try to marry.
Yeah, ain't bad.
Yeah, let me be that invisible man for 24 hours and I'm good.
So where's the first Where's the first spot you're going to?
I'm going to get some money. I'm going to some type of bank and get up out of there. I'm going to get some bread. That's the first thing I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going to get some money.
Can't turn the bag invisible though when you touch it.
You see what I'm saying? They're gonna see a floating bag.
Well, they is, and they gonna all be just shook. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like that shit. Yo, that shit is moving, and I don't know how. Like, just leave it the fuck alone. Yeah, leave that shit alone. Yeah.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, right? So I don't know if you guys ever watch Harry Potter. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, but there was an invisibility cloak that he had. So like when he's trying to teeth this book, like he put it on and they just seen it floating. They seen the stick just floating and they're like, what's happening? Yeah,
right. What the hell is going on? Like I saw a movie with Kevin Bacon like that when I was a kid. I think it was called was it Hollow Man? It was something like that, but he was invisible or whatever. Like, and he was doing some grimy shit, like he's taking chicks' panties off and all that.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get in that lane.
No, I'm like I said, the right one.
Yo, the type of shit that used to be in movies and shit is amazing. They can't do that shit now.
Amazing. They can't
I was like 11 when they came out. I was young
This
as shit when
nigga
they came out.
invisible running around taking girls' panties off.
Yeah, he was on some shit. Yeah.
I watched this.
Creep.
I want Row to Go, but I watched this random movie the other day. Leon the. I want to say it was like Leon the Mechanic or whatever, but it was like a Paris-based like movie, but it's like an action film. And it was like this grown-ass like hitman, like it's a grown man that was like hitman. And like this little girl in his building, but like she was like super fast. And like he ends up like just training her to be like a hitman too. And like she had a crush on him, but he's like, nah, shorty, like it can't be like that. But like he would still let her be around. And I was like, there's no way this could come out in 2021. That's like some Woody Allen shit. Like
right.
You can't do that. But
That's
Ro,
crazy.
What's your superpower and why?
My superpower would be teleport. Teleport in and out of shit.
Where are you going first? Why?
The first place I'm going is to a vault. I'm going to a vault. The first place I'm going to a vault. Because everywhere else I'm going to need that motherfucking money. So everywhere I'm going to a vault first. And
honestly,
then I'm out.
I forgot about teleporting, but honestly, that would probably be a bit better to me than invisibility because I could just be in and out. You don't have to worry about people seeing the floating bag and shit.
Yeah. What's teleporting? Like when you pop up somewhere and pop back out or something like that?
Like jumper.
Okay, I got
jumper.
you. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, like Nightcrawler.
Like Nightcrawler. I thought that was dope.
You could just be like, I mean, I'm in New Zealand now, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
I'm on top of a pyramid smoking an L. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the top of a pyramid smoking an L.
That's definitely better than being an invisible man.
Hey, bro, you just won't leave them fucking pyramids alone. You gonna go up there and investigate that shit.
Hey, yo. Yeah, the pyramids, man.
Check that shit out.
It's something with them pyramids, man. I might fucking teleport in some type of vessel or some shit. I don't know.
Make sure you grab me.
Honestly, I think I would go to like the deepest point, like in the ocean. Like I feel like they always tell us about what's like above us, but they don't really like talk about like what's going on in the water. Like
so
I feel like
superpower
that's
is what?
Some deep
like
shit right there.
Some Aquaman shit. That's
guys,
deep shit.
She just said. I'm gonna get all my weird thoughts off. You know what I mean? But like,
no, I'm saying, but what's your superpower? Some Aquaman shit? Because how you gonna breathe? You want to go down there. You can't just teleport down there and can't breathe.
True.
Hey, boy, you know my superpower is right. The Iron Fist, man.
Yo,
why is that your superpower?
Knock a nigga right out his fucking shoes.
Why is that your superpower?
Knock him right out his motherfucking shoes.
What's yours?
I don't need nothing else. I ain't trying to go in the
yours.
water. I ain't trying to do shit else. I can knock a boat the fuck open, take money, but this fist gonna knock you out your fucking shoes.
Oh yeah, the Iron Fist ain't no joke.
So I want to ask you guys, like, I feel so honored to have been a part of your guys' brotherhood today. You guys let me into your world a bit. It's truly like refreshing to speak with some like just real kings. But I want to ask you guys, like, when it comes to Outta Leftfield, All Left, what is like the vision or like the dream? It doesn't have to be 5 years from now, but just in the future that you guys like see. What is the vision?
Yeah, for me, I think we just want to, get our views out there, get heard, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's about the culture, kind of bringing it back to what it's supposed to be. That's one of the things that I think, is important because right now everything is off track. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of, like I said, a lot of things been done to our culture specifically, and it just got us all out of whack. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Ain't just the women, like we got our issues too, like, but just overall as parents, as brothers,
so much, yeah.
Friends,
everything is all out of whack.
Copiness. Yeah.
I mean the vision for my fault, Brett. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You good, bro.
The vision for me is for us to hopefully one day get paid to do this without compromising our integrity and who we are.
It's coming.
As men, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
One thing we all agreed on when we did this was we ain't never selling out. So it's like it might take us another 10 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? But either way, we're gonna be together and we're gonna do it our way. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, we're gonna get paid to do this.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like my vision, like it's kind of like like you said, it's kind of like all of our vision is just to continue to get our word out. I mean, but to use our platform to do different things as well,
inspire
and to grow and
others.
do other things. You know what I'm saying? Like just like you said, like how you feel comfortable talking to us and how you pick up on our vibe. Like that's my vision. It's like the more people that hear that, is like it's going to do nothing but just spread a little bit more. So like, you know what I mean? This growth and just growing more. Like I said, getting our names out there more. And just like you said, looking forward to, you know, the things that are going to come about. I mean, the things that will come about it, because I definitely feel like it is. Some great things are going to come. You know what I mean? Like
it is.
You'll see us sitting at a pod table, you know, at a round table, just chopping it up. You know what I mean? Just on a bigger platform. You feel me? So that's my vision for us, man.
You guys got it.
Yeah. My vision is us becoming like Stokey said, like a worldwide platform, like whereas though people really are listening to what we're saying, taking heed to what we're doing, how we interacting with each other like brothers, and bringing, you know, other people close like that. So I believe, like I said, if we keep going and stay in our lane, more people will take heed to it and adjust and really, you know, respect what we're doing and how we handle it, and just, you know, making it bigger out of left field.
What I would say, what I would say is that was, you know, basically summing up everything everybody else was saying. You know, just continue to grow as we take these steps. We'll continue to grow as men, fathers, you know, leaders, you know, examples. You know what I mean? To take every stride, and, you know, as we go to each level that we succeed to. I feel like every step that we take, we're growing and we're going to become better. So when we reach that platform, we're going to be ready for what the world needs. You know what I'm saying? I love these guys. Like I said, again, I know we all love each other. It's raw. You're getting the real. When you come to Philadelphia, you're going to get us. You're going to get that's our vibe, the culture. You're going to get somebody that looks like us, that talks like us, that thinks like us. It's 7 of us there. And then, like, you know, like the brother TT said, to eventually, you know, get paid for it. And like he said, eventually get paid for it. But I feel like once we reach that plateau, that level, we'll be ready.
You'll be ready.
Yo, shout out to Sim too, yo. Shout out to Sim. We missing one.
I feel like, man, at the end of the day, in 5 years, I feel like our business should be taking off too. I mean, on the strong survive, I feel like we overcame that already. So at the end of the day, like Stokesy said, man, get paid for it, put it on a bigger platform, and don't let it die out. Hope our kids, man, can go ahead and link up with 7 strong kids of ours. And when we gone, keep this shit moving and not selling out to us, selling this shit to the white man. That's it.
Hey, I want to say something real quick too, okay, before we get out of here. Like, when, you know, we talk a lot about, you know what I mean, the women, you know what I mean, women on our show, and like, it's honestly not really the bash women. Like, if you listen to our show and you really listen to it, we really giving you game, and we giving you like
most definitely
how a lot of men think.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
that's why people love to listen to the Joe Budden podcast.
Right, but if you're not looking at it, if you're going in there with a negative mentality, like we're trying to grind you up, no, we not. That's never the mentality. We say it on the show all the time, ladies. We not trying to. We literally say it. You know what I mean? We're not trying to grind y'all up. Like, we just literally trying to just help y'all explain or understand, like,
what's going on in your mind,
right? And how some men think and how we move, especially being black men, like you saying, being from where we're from and all of that. Is just to really inform, like, yo, this is how we think, this is how we, you know what I mean? And this is what we need. So it's really, like I said, it's really more to give y'all game as opposed to trying to just grind y'all up, because we know at the end of the day, we still need y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to grind you up and try to kill you and bash you, because we want to uplift y'all as much as we want to uplift ourselves as well.
About to go downtown.